So we're starting on a new month. We're leaving behind a little of what you like and kind of starting to build on that, coming back to our seasonal themes. So this month's going to be all about sort of autumn and the idea of metaphorically shedding our leaves and really kind of setting ourselves afresh for our new season. So we're going to be starting our classes in a slightly different way. So we usually start sitting down or lying down, and we're actually going to start standing up, which is a bit unusual for us, not necessarily unusual. So we're going to come to a standing position. And we're going to start off with something that I picked up from one of my friends who's a yoga teacher, and she starts a lot of her classes like this, and it's called the shaky, shaky dance. So it's quite a good one to do that there's not that many of you on tonight and everybody else is doing the video. So you literally, so you're going to step the feet aside and you just start to shake things. And it's basically just a completely free-for-all. And the idea of what we're doing is we're just kind of shaking off all the nervous energy, and we're really just kind of starting to move the body and just kind of dancing around and just thinking, as always imagining as if, you know, there are trees blowing in the wind with all this extreme weather, and you're just flinging off your leaves and kind of getting rid of everything, and maybe kind of shaking things a bit to the ground and kind of shaking up and just getting rid of everything. And it's kind of very similar in a lot of ways to when I used to walk to work in Singapore. I used to see all of the little old ladies doing all their Tai Chi warm up, and they'd be there and they'd be smacking themselves and warming everything up. And so we're just doing that. We're kind of shaking everything off. We're shaking our arms around, perhaps kind of jumping around and throwing everything around, and just forgetting that anybody's watching us, because nobody is. And even if people are watching us, who cares? So flinging arms around, dancing about, shaking off anything, getting rid of all those things that you don't need, anything that's made you annoyed, anything that's just got on your nerves, just getting rid of it, throwing it away, dancing around and not worrying about anything else, anything that's going on. So just a few more moments. I'll have to give my yoga mat a good straighten in a moment. So throwing everything around, shaking out your hair, shaking out all of the parts of the body, really kind of warming up, and then just starting to kind of slow everything down, just kind of starting to swing to a little bit more stillness, and then eventually coming to that stillness, standing in your mountain pose, and then just closing your eyes, feeling the ground beneath your feet. So spreading out the toes, really feeling rooted to the ground. And after all that movement, just feeling the effects of that in the body. So feeling the heart beating, perhaps even kind of feeling a sense of energy in the fingertips, a sort of almost buzzing feeling, the energy running through the body. And taking a big breath in through the nose, and then exhaling through the mouth as a sigh. Again, big breath in through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. And as you're releasing the shoulders down, finding a little sense of stillness. Last couple of breaths here. And blinking the eyes open, coming back to the room. And just noticing how different you feel. So much more energetic start, but can kind of create quite a sense of calm. So making sure the feet are hip distance apart. And then on the inhale, you're going to lift the arms up And we're going to take the arms out slightly wider than we usually would, palms facing up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, bringing it back down. Inhale, sweeping up, looking up, keeping the arms wide. And then exhaling the hands down. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, keeping the arms wide. Exhale, hands down by the sides. As you inhale, pressing the feet into the ground to help you lift up further. And then as you exhale, tucking the chin down, so also stretching into the neck. Inhaling to lift, look up. And this time as you exhale, folding all the way down into a forward fold. And just keeping it a very gentle one. So bending the knees and perhaps taking hold of the elbows with the hands, taking a little sway from side to side. Shifting the weight from one side to the other. And then on the inhale, rolling all the way up. And coming back to stand. Again, on the inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping the arms wide, looking up. And then on the exhale, I'm going to release the right hand down the side, taking the left hand over the head. Inhaling, coming back to the center, arms wide, looking up. And exhale, right hand over the head, left hand down the side. Inhaling back to the center, looking up. And exhale over to the right. Inhale, lifting the arms both up, looking up. Exhaling, left hand down. Inhale, coming back to the center, looking up. Exhale, stretching to the right. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to the center. And then exhale, folding forward, coming back into your forward fold. This time, perhaps taking hold of the big toes, so wrapping the 2 index fingers around the toes. And then just allowing those, or the pressure of the hands pulling you down, just allowing you to come a little bit more into your forward fold. And keep the knees bent, and we can keep it loose. So bring a little sway into it. Using that exhale to just let go of anything. And then inhaling, rolling all the way back up. And again, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, keeping the arms wide. And this time as you exhale, you're going to turn to the left. So coming into a twist. And then inhaling back to the front. Arms wide, exhaling, opening out to the right. Inhaling to the front. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling to the front. Exhaling, opening to the right. Inhaling to the front. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling to the front. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling to the front. And then on the exhale, folding down again. This time, if you can, taking the hands underneath the feet. So possibly even getting the wrist creases in line with the toes. So palm is attached to the sole of the foot. And then just seeing if you can fold yourself down, coming into that forward fold just a little bit more. Taking any previous version of the pose if anything doesn't feel right. Using the exhale to cleanse the body of anything that you no longer need. And then releasing the hands from underneath the feet. And on the inhale, rolling all the way back up. And taking the shoulders back. And this time, if you're not already there, stepping to the front of your mat. Just flattening my mat down after all that dancing. It's got a little bit bumpy. So I'm going to do some half salutations. I'm going to keep these wide arms. So on the inhale, taking the arms up, keeping the arms wide. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping the arms wide. And then exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides rather than through the center line. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping them wide. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping all the way up, arms wide. And then exhale, hands down by the sides. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping them wide. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweeping up, arms wide. Exhale, releasing to the sides. One more. Inhale, sweeping the arms up wide. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweeping all the way up. And then exhale, hands down by the sides. Coming into some full salutations now. The inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping them wide. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway. And then on the exhale, planting the hands and stepping back with the left foot, dropping that left knee down. And on the inhale, sweeping the arms up into your low lunge again, keeping the arms wide, palms facing towards each other. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, pressing the hands into the ground, lifting the left knee. And then on the exhale, stepping back into either a plank or dropping the knees into a modified plank. Inhaling here. And then on the exhale, knees, chest, chin down to the ground. And on the inhale, coming through into a baby cobra. Exhale, pressing back, coming either into child's pose or coming into your downward dog. And just as it is the first one, just making it a fidgety one. So doing whatever you need to do to stretch out the legs, the hips, drawing the hips back to stretch out the back. Breathing into your pose. And then in the next inhale, looking forwards, stepping forwards with the left foot, dropping the right knee down this time. On the inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping the arms wide. And then exhale, planting the hands down, pressing the hands into the ground, inhaling to lift the right knee. And then exhale, stepping forwards, folding down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up wide. And then exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Lovely. Inhale, sweeping the arms up wide, looking up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, pressing and stepping back with the left foot, dropping the left knee down. Again, on the inhale, sweeping the arms up wide. And this time on the exhale, we're going to take a side stretch towards the right. So dropping the right hand towards the ground, taking the left hand over the top. Inhaling back, coming up to stretch to the ceiling. And then exhale, planting the hands down. Inhale, pressing the hands and lifting the left knee. And exhale, stepping back into your plank or dropping the knees into your modified plank. Inhaling here. And then on the exhale, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga all the way down to the floor. And on the inhale, peeling up into your cobra pose. And exhaling, drawing back either into child's pose or into downward dog. And breathing in your pose, particularly thinking about that exhale. Really making it a little bit fidgety, kind of absorbing some of the spirits of our shaky dance. We shake off anything in the body. Lovely. And then on the next inhale, looking forward, stepping forwards with the left foot and dropping the right knee down. Inhaling to sweep the arms up and then coming onto the opposite side. So dropping the left hand down this time, stretching the right hand over the top into that side stretch. Inhaling to lift back up. And then exhaling, planting the hands down. Inhale to lift the right knee and springing off the back foot to exhale and fold into the legs. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, keeping them wide, and exhale, bringing the hands down by the sides. Inhale, lifting the arms, keeping them wide. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway, and then exhale, stepping back with the left foot, dropping the left knee down. And on the inhale, sweeping the arms up wide. And then on the exhale, bringing the right hand down to the right knee. And then you're going to take the left hand behind you, coming into a twist towards that left side. Inhaling to come back, arms lifted. And then exhale, planting the hands down. Inhale, lift the left knee. And exhaling, stepping back into your plank or your modified plank. Inhaling in your plank. And then on the exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga down to cobra or upward dog. And then on the exhale, coming back into child's pose or into your downward dog. Making it a fidgety one if you want to. Shaking the body out. Shaking out anything that you no longer need. And then next inhale, looking forwards, stepping forwards with the left foot, dropping that right knee down. Inhaling to sweep the arms up into your low lunge, arms wide. Dropping the left hand down to the front knee. Taking the right hand behind you, opening out to the right side. And then inhaling, coming back to the front, arms wide, arms lifted. And exhale, planting the hands down. Lifting the right knee up on the inhale. And stepping forwards to fold down. Inhale, lifting the arms up, arms wide. And exhaling the hands down. One more sequence here. So inhaling, lifting the hands wide. Exhaling, folding down. Inhaling halfway. And exhaling, stepping back with the left foot, dropping the left knee down. On the inhale, sweeping the arms up. And then this time we're going to take the left hand down to the right knee, taking the right hand behind you. So you're turning into the leg. Inhaling to sweep the arms back up to the front, arms wide. And exhaling the hands down. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back into your plank or your modified plank. Inhaling here. And then knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga coming down to the floor. Inhaling through into your cobra or your upward dog. And then exhaling back into your downward dog or child's pose. Making them fidgety, shaking them out. Breathing slowly, breathing steadily. And then on the inhale, looking forwards. Stepping forwards with the left foot. Dropping the right knee down. On the inhale, sweeping the arms up. And on the exhale, right hand to left knee. Taking the left hand behind you. Opening into your twist. Inhaling back to the front. And exhaling, planting the hands down. Inhaling to lift the right knee. Just bringing up the back toes to fold into the legs. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, holding them here for just an extra breath or two here. Looking to the ceiling, feeling strong, feeling rooted. And then bringing the hands together above the head. And on the exhale, bringing the hands down through the center line. And then closing the eyes or lowering the gaze and just tuning into the breath. Feeling the feet beneath you, finding some stillness. But feeling that even though the feet may be still, the body may be still, there's still that movement within it. And steadying the breath. Opening the eyes, releasing the hands down, opening the palms again to the front of the mat. And inhale, stretching the arms up, looking up. Exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling halfway. And on the exhale, stepping straight back into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, inhaling the left leg up. And exhale, stepping it through to the front of your mat. And coming up into your high lunge. So inhaling, sweeping the arms up, keeping them wide as a theme tonight. So keeping the feet rooted. Lifting the hands to the ceiling. Drawing the shoulder blades down away is lovely. Inhale, and then on the exhale, you're going to open it out, come into warrior two, but warrior two with a slight difference. So we're going to keep the palms upwards. Usually for warrior two, we have the palms down, we're keeping the palms upwards, so just a slightly different opening in the shoulders. Lovely. And inhale here. And then exhale, turning the back hand down and coming into your reverse warrior. So right hand down the back leg, lifting the hand towards the back of your mat. See if you can drop a little bit more into that front knee. Lovely. Inhaling, coming back to warrior two, both palms facing up. And then exhaling over into your side angle pose. Left elbow on the front knee, again palm facing up. And then right hand either over the head or towards the ceiling, whatever feels right in your shoulder. Inhaling back to your warrior two, palms up. And then we're going to exhale and cartwheel the hands over, planting the palms down. Stepping back into your downward dog. Inhaling to lift the right leg and exhale, stepping through to the front of the mat. And here on the inhale, lifting up, arms nice and wide into your high lunge. So feeling that difference in the shoulders from if we have the hands closer together. Inhaling here. And then on the exhale, opening it out, making it warrior two, but making it that warrior two with a difference. So keeping the palms facing up, shoulders open, breathing into the pose. And then turning the left hand down, and on the exhale, reversing the warrior, sweeping that right hand over the head. Stretching towards the back of the mat. Finding that little bit more space in the front knee. Inhaling, coming back to your warrior two, palms facing up. And then on the exhale, bringing the right elbow down to the knee, sweeping the left arm either up to the ceiling or over the head. Breathing into that left side of the body. And then inhaling, coming back to your warrior two, palms facing up. And then cartwheeling the hands over and planting them down. And either coming back into your child's pose, your downward dog, or if you wish to, coming forward to work through your vinyasa before meeting us all back and taking whichever choice works for you this evening. So from here, inhale the left leg up, exhale, stretching it through to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up, coming into your wide-armed high lunge, mental block then. And from here, big inhale. And then on the exhale, you're going to release the left arm down. And you're going to take the right arm over the head. So coming into that kind of side stretch that we did when we were in our low lunge. Inhaling back, arms up. And then on the exhale, again, opening it out, making it into that warrior two pose, palms up. Nice openness across the shoulders. Breathing into that pose. Inhaling and then exhaling back into your reverse warrior. Inhaling it back into warrior two. And then cartwheeling both hands over, planting the hands down and stepping back into downward dog. From here on the inhale, lifting the right leg, and on the exhale, stepping through to the front of the mat. Inhaling to sweep the arms up, wide arms once again. And then exhaling, you're going to release the right hand down the side, stretching the left arm over the head. Stretching towards the side of the mat. Inhaling, coming back up. And then we're going to exhale, open it out to the side, make it into your warrior two. Breathing into that pose, palms facing up. And then on the exhale, reversing your warrior. Stretching that right hand over the head, stretching towards the back of the mat. Inhaling back to warrior two. And then exhaling, cartwheeling the hands over. And then stepping back into child's pose, into downward dog, all coming through a vinyasa if you wish to. Listening to your choice. If you are taking a downward dog, making it a little bit shaky. Moving it around. And from here, inhaling the left leg up. Exhaling it through to the front of the mat. The inhale, sweeping the arms up, taking the arms wide. And then we're going to drop the back knee down, so coming into this wide-armed lunge, but open. Inhaling here. And then on the exhale, we're going to take left hand to left knee. We're going to open out to the side. And then from here, we're going to see if we can then straighten that back leg and lift it back up into a high lunge. Harder to do. If that feels a little bit unsteady, you can always come back down into the low lunge version. Inhaling here, and then exhaling, seeing if you can make it into a kind of slightly reverse version of it, slightly awkward reverse warrior. Inhaling, spinning it back round to the wide-armed high lunge, and then exhaling the hands down and stepping back into your downward dog pose. From here, switching to the opposite side, inhaling the right leg up and exhaling it through to the front. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, taking them wide. And then we're going to drop the back knee down, bringing the right hand down to the right knee, and then we're going to open out to the left side, coming into that twist. Taking the right arm out in front of you and either staying here or lifting up into that twisted version of our kind of, it's almost like a reverse warrior two. And then dropping the back hand down, making that into our twisted version of reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming back to our wide-armed high lunge, and then exhaling, planting the hands down, stepping back into downward dog, taking child's pose if you wish, or working through a vinyasa. Your 3 different options. Whichever you're doing, embracing this idea of movement, using the movement to shed that loose. From here, inhale the left leg up, exhale, stepping it through. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, coming into our wide-armed high lunge the last time. And then from here, we're going to drop the back knee down, taking the right hand to the left knee. And then you're going to sweep the left arm back. And then you can either keep the left hand on the lower back, or you can use the right hand to turn the body round, and then we can take the right elbow to the outside of that left knee and bringing the hands together in prayer position. So coming into that twist. We can keep this low, or you can see if you can pick that back knee up, coming into a sort of high lunge twisted version of it. Lovely. Inhaling to release forwards, arms high, and then exhaling, planting the hands down, stepping back into your downward dog. And then I'm going to switch to the other side. So inhaling the right leg up, exhaling, stepping through to the front of the mat. Inhaling the arms up high, wide arms, and then dropping that back knee down. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind you, so opening into the twist towards the leg. Either keeping the right hand into the base of the spine, or using the left hand to draw the body around, taking that elbow to the outside of the knee and bringing the hands together. Again, keeping this low, or perhaps seeing if you can then pick that back leg up. Lovely. Holding this for a moment. And then inhaling, unraveling to the front of the mat. And exhale, planting the hands down. And everybody stepping back and coming into downward dog. So coming back into child's pose is what I should have said. So dropping down into child's pose, head to the ground, hips back to the heels. Using the exhale to release. Steady on the breath. Inhale, lifting the head, coming slightly forwards, and lifting back up into your downward dog. Inhaling, looking forwards, stepping one foot and then the other foot forwards to fold down. Inhale, lifting all the way up, wide arms, and exhaling, hands down to the center. Okay, so it wouldn't be an autumnal leaves month if we didn't do some tree pose. So we're going to come into our tree pose. So bringing the hands onto the waist to begin with, pressing the feet into the ground, toes nice and wide. And to begin with, lifting up the left foot, so really rooting that right foot into the ground and just moving the leg in and out, warming up that hip joint. And then from here, choosing your tree, so maybe a little sapling, or maybe drawing the foot into the groin if that feels balanced. And then we're going to inhale and see if we can open up into those wide arms. If we're feeling balanced, perhaps the inhale and the exhale, moving the arms, being happy to also just hold them steady if that works better for you this evening. Exhaling, releasing everything down, switching onto the opposite side, rooting that left foot into the ground, lifting the right foot up, taking the knee in and out. And drawing the foot to the inner leg, so either keeping it low or perhaps drawing it up a little bit higher depending on how steady you're feeling. Keeping the hands low, or on the inhale, sweeping the arms up into those wide arms. And then perhaps just moving with the breath. Remembering our trees blowing in the wind, finding that sense of balance. And then releasing down. And for a moment, just closing the eyes, standing in our mountain pose. Mountains obviously also being very stable in all weathers. Feeling the ground beneath your toes. And we'll come down to the ground. So on the inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, folding down. And then from your fold, stepping the feet back into downward dog. And from your downward dog, coming down, you sit in cross-legged if that feels comfortable for you. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then just finding something else that works for you. Sweeping the arms up, and on the exhale, folding forwards, coming into that forward fold, and just swaying from side to side, shaking it out, letting it go. Inhaling, walking the hands back up. And then we're going to stretch the left leg straight out in front of us. So coming into a single leg forward fold, drawing the right knee in, and then releasing the right knee out to the side. And just shifting around so that you're sitting comfortably on your sit bones, drawing the left toes towards you. And then on the inhale, sweeping the arms up, surprise, surprise, keeping them wide. And then on the exhale, sweeping forwards, coming into that forward fold. It helps to bend the knee a little bit to release the hamstring. Feel free to do that. And finding that space in the pose. So inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, walking the hands back up. And then taking the right foot over the left. So kind of bending the knee and wrapping your left arm around that leg and drawing it towards the body. Left arm around the leg. And the inhale, stretching the right arm up. And exhale, taking it behind you, coming into a twist towards the right side. And you can keep the left arm where it is wrapped around the leg, or you can take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and just use that to ease you around into your twist. Remembering that that backhand is not there to be a stabilizer, it's just there to draw you around. Inhaling, releasing forwards. Slight twist in the opposite direction, so slightly twisting towards the left. And exhaling, releasing. Now keeping the right leg across the left. I'm just going to see if you can take it across the leg a little bit more. So almost as if you're lining the two knees up together, which can feel a little bit awkward. So it might be that it's kind of kept up quite high. But seeing if you can kind of draw the foot, the right foot towards the left hip. So that's the kind of direction it's going in. And it's kind of a version, it's a version of a pose called Gomukhasana, cow face pose, and we're just doing one part of it. So planting the hands on the ground, lengthening the spine. That might be enough if it feels like a bit of an awkward stretch in the hips, or on the exhale, we might see if we can take that a little bit forwards. Again, just releasing. Maybe making it a little bit shaky, rocking from side to side. And inhaling, walking back up. And releasing the legs, taking the legs in the opposite cross, so the sort of awkward side, the opposite side to the one you did before. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up wide. And then exhaling, folding forwards into your forward fold. Making it a little rock from side to side. And then inhaling the arms back up. And coming into that same sequence on the opposite side. So this time I'm going to stretch the right leg out and take the left leg in towards you, hugging it to you for a minute, and then releasing it out to the side. Drawing the right toes towards you, just shifting on the sit bones to be settled comfortably. And then inhaling, sweeping the arms up, looking up, and on the exhale, folding forwards. Releasing a little bit of a bend into the knee if that helps, the hamstrings. And then just moving with the breath. On the inhale, finding some length. On the exhale, finding more space in the twist. And begin to feel the stillness fall. Inhaling, walking the hands back up towards you. And taking that left foot over the right. Wrapping right arm around left leg and drawing it in towards you. Just stretching that out to hip. On the inhale, lifting the left arm up, and on the exhale, taking it behind you, coming into that twist to the left. Remembering to keep drawing the right toes towards you, keeping that leg active. And perhaps taking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, only if that feels right. It can feel quite a constricted twist, and it can feel nicer to keep it a little bit more open. Inhaling, releasing forwards. Slight little counter twist going the opposite way. And then the inhale coming back to the front. And taking that left leg over a little bit further. So seeing if you can kind of almost imagine as if you're drawing that left foot in towards the right hip. Seeing if you can almost kind of line up the two knees coming into that Gomukhasana legs. And then we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine upwards. And then exhale, seeing if you can find any more space going forwards. Inhaling, coming back up. And just to counteract that, releasing the leg out, taking both hands behind you, fingertips facing forwards, bringing the feet onto the ground, knees bent. And then on the inhale, either just opening through the chest, looking up, or lifting up the hips towards the ceiling, coming into your reverse tabletop. Big breath in. And then on the exhale, releasing down. Drawing one knee and then the other in towards you, giving them a hug, wrapping the arms tightly around the legs. Breathing in, releasing it out, releasing the shoulders. And then from here, rolling down onto the ground. So taking the arms out, rolling yourself down. And then on the ground, we're going to come into reclining tree. So you're going to stretch the right leg out and bring the left leg into your tree pose position. So knee bent and out towards the side. And then if you've got space, lifting up the arms above you, taking it into those wide arms that we've been doing this evening. And then just letting everything release. Using the exhale to ease out any more tension, any more tightness in the body, and just letting it melt away, shedding it like the trees shedding its leaves. And then making a pose into a twist. So bringing the right knee over to meet the left knee. So dropping both legs over to the left side. And perhaps then looking to the right side with the head. Making the tree into a twist. To bring both legs up, stretching the left leg out along the mat, and this time taking the right knee into your tree pose, so dropping that right knee out to the side, knee bent. Okay, big breath in, exhaling to release it out, hands in the same position. Melting anything in the body away. And bringing that left knee over to meet the right knee, dropping both legs over to the right side. And turning the head to the left side, coming into your twist. Inhaling, bringing both legs back up and drawing the knees into the chest. Just taking them round in a circle, massaging the lower back and in the opposite direction as well. And then here is your point for any last poses that you might wish to take before you come into your Shavasana. Now is your yogi's choice. Anything that your body needs to help it come into Shavasana. And then when you're ready, making your way into your Shavasana. Perhaps getting that blanket, getting those socks, putting on that extra layer. As the nights are drawing in, it's getting colder and even more necessary to keep that warmth at the end of our practice. Taking a breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, releasing everything, releasing the feet, releasing the legs, releasing the hips and the lower back, releasing the chest and the upper back, releasing the hands, releasing the arms, releasing the shoulders, releasing the head. And so begins the season of letting go, when Mother Nature shows us all how it's done. Let go, free yourself, shake it off, drop it, give way for the new. Create space for new thoughts, new ideas, new adventures, and new connections by shedding the dead weight you've been carrying around for so long. And whilst you're there, being reborn and renewed, let go of old anxieties too. Let go of any doubts, fears, or beliefs which no longer serve you well. Release bitterness or past hurts which feast on your beauty. Be brave. Don't fear the nakedness as your leaves slip away. Mother Nature doesn't. Watch and learn. Inhaling into the body. And exhale, letting it go. Beginning to bring some small movements into the fingers and toes. And taking the head from side to side. And inhale, stretching the arms up above the head, taking a long stretch through the body. And then drawing the knees into the chest. And taking a rock from side to side. Taking a pillow for the head with one of the arms, rolling over onto the side. And in your own time, bringing yourself back up to sit. Bringing the hands down by the sides. And inhale, sweeping the arms up wide, lifting up. And then on the exhale, bringing the hands down through the body. And I thank you very much for your practice this evening. I hope you feel a little bit lighter and shed of some leaves, metaphorical leaves. And have a lovely week, and I will see you next week.